To install your Allegro 2 leg kit, you'll need 3 Allen wrenches that come with your kit and something sharp to open the package. Hi, my name is Kayleen and I'm the Pilates mechanic here in the BB Garage. Today I'm going to show you how to put your legs on an Allegro 2 reformer. So to start, we're going to turn the reformer on its side. Make sure you have your foot bar on. I'm going to bring it up into the vertical position, and then I'm going to tip the reformer on its side. Now, it's really helpful to have a little block to prop up the head end of the reformer. Ooh. There we go. All right. Let's go ahead and open up your box. Be careful with whatever knife or scissors you use to not dig the blade in too deep so you don't scratch anything that's in the box. One of the other things that comes with the leg kit are these 2 posts. They are U-shaped, and we're going to put those on the carriage. And they work to, you can loop your loops over them so they stay off the floor when you're not using them. We've got a big Allen wrench here. We've got 1 leg. Okay. And we've got a bag of hardware and tools. So let's see what we've got. Our first step is to find an Allen wrench and remove these 2 screws here that are holding the rubber foot on. Okay, so we should have a screw and a washer, or a bolt and a washer. I'm going to save these because we're going to reuse the hardware, but we can put the rubber foot off to the side. We won't need that anymore. Okay. Before I put the rubber foot off to the side, we need to remove these metal spacers that are in here. Okay, so you can see them right here. So to do that, I'm going to use my big Allen wrench, flip the foot over on the floor, and then press the spacers out of the rubber foot. There we go. Now I can put the rubber foot away. There we go. So those same metal spacers are going to go in our new rubber feet. Okay, so I'll put them in the same way I took the other ones out, using the bigger Allen wrench to press them into the hole. There we go. Okay. Now it's time, we need to install 2 screws where we just removed screws from, and these ones are going to act as, sort of pegs to hold the leg and prevent it from spinning. So find these 2 bolts that have these kind of square looking heads, and we're going to install them. And I want these to be pretty snug so that they don't wiggle loose. All right, let's unwrap our leg so we can align it up here. The leg is going to be installed just like this, and you'll see that it fits right over the heads of those bolts we just installed, so it can't rotate. Now, to hold it onto the frame, we need one of these long bolts here, okay? And we're going to put on a lock washer, which is one of these thinner washers that has the split in it, and then a flat washer. So it should look like that. Now, that's going to be inserted into the leg from the narrow end. Okay, so the narrow end is going to be towards the floor. And this goes right in through the hole. Okay, and then we'll use the big Allen wrench to turn the bolt into the frame. And now if you're not sure if you're lined up correctly, you can kind of slide the leg forward and make sure that the big bolt is aligned with the threaded hole. Okay. All right, I've snugged that down. Now we are ready to install the rubber foot. Okay, so we already have those spacers in here. The rubber foot is going to fit on the bottom just like that. And to install it, we use the 2 bolts that we removed earlier. So these are the bolts that were already on your machine here. Okay, so I'll start them with my fingers. You'll see that I've got washers on them still. So these are still the existing bolts and washers. I will again snug these down. Good. And this leg is all ready. So I'll go ahead and repeat that same process on the other 3 legs, and then we'll add the loop hooks, and then we'll be all done. All right, so our legs are all installed, and we're ready to install our shoulder hooks here. So you should have 4 screws left over, okay? And they look kind of like that. And we're gonna use 2 on each side. So let's take our hooks out. It's important to make sure that these are oriented with the hook facing to the outside of the frame. So they will go on just like that. Now I'm going to take one of the screws and start it by hand. And then take the other one and line it up. I'm not going to tighten these with an Allen wrench until they're both secured. It's much better to use your fingers for these as long as you can, because an Allen wrench doesn't make a whole 360-degree circle in this tight space. So fingers are much better. And I'm going to cinch this down fairly tight to make sure that they don't rattle loose. then I'll do the same thing on the upper side. All right, let's flip the reformer back over and finish up. Now our reformer has legs on it and hooks, and it's ready to go. If you need more videos like this one, you can check them out at pilates.com/bbgarage. I'll see you over there.